Start another week together. I'm Eric Egan.
And I'm Erica Francis. We start this hour off with some breaking news. Lawmakers in Tennessee will convene for a special session starting August 10th. The date just confirmed within the last 30 minutes. The special session will focus on COVID-19 liability issues, telehealth, and a bill aimed at the protesters on Capitol Hill. Right now, it is expected to last at least 3 days. And a reminder that News 2 brings you breaking news around the clock. You can get information at your fingertips by heading to our website, WKRN.com.
A busy weekend in some parts. Hundreds of people went to a house party in East Nashville over the weekend. Video circulating on social media with no masks in sight. Now, people are calling this a super spreader party taking place at a new home. Again, social media listed as the Fashion House Nashville. There's a lot to this. News 2's Stassi Olmos has been looking into it and explains how it happened.
Videos like this flooded social media this weekend.
And there is a massive party happening.
Nearly 1,000 people crowded together at a house party in East Nashville.
It was an open bar. There were no really restrictions or anything. Every room I went into in that home was just people front to back, just partying. I saw maybe a handful of people with masks on.
The bash was promoted as an unveiling party for Fashion House Nashville, listed on Instagram under Gulch dentist Jeffrey Matthews' Airbnb brand. Nashville resident Sean Redondo said he went hoping to make connections for his art business, not knowing what was in store.
Strippers, Playboy, OnlyFans girls with like a million followers.
The Fashion House is supposed to be a sister establishment to the Graffiti Mansion in Las Vegas. Posts on social media show people getting tattoos and even sexual favors.
All they do is have weekly parties. It was not a Nashville party. It was the Vegas folks. It was their friends from across the country. People were flying in from New York, from LA.
Now, the property at 21 Fern Avenue is split into 3 homes, 2 owned by Matthews and 1 by Christopher Eubank, a Nashville man who posted on Facebook taking responsibility for throwing the party. However, the properties are zoned as family dwellings and are not permitted to operate as short-term rental Airbnbs. The Nashville Mayor's office confirmed the party was in violation of Metro's public health order, adding that they've posted a stop use order on this property for illegally operating a commercial business in a residential district.
Police drove by over the course of the party, like maybe 2 or 3 times, and eventually around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, they forced everyone to leave.
The mayor's office has also asked Metro Police to look into their handling of the situation, and Redondo says he'll be getting tested for COVID-19. Reporting in Nashville, Stassi Olmos, News 2.
All right, so the next step here is Metro Codes and Public Health continue to investigate. What do Metro Police have to say? We'll have that and reaction from a business that showed up in those videos. All this coming up later on News 2 at 6.
All right, Eric, the hospitality industry is begging to get back to work, understandably so. Under a modified Phase 2, Metro Nashville has shut down bars, music venues, and transportainment vehicles. Today, News 2's Brooke Reese was at a rally where those out of a job are demanding Music City reopen so they can make ends meet.
Save Music City! Save Music City!
Signs asking for change.
This is not a right versus left issue. This is right and wrong.
Bartenders, musicians, and servers are all pleading for the mayor to reopen parts of Nashville that remain closed.
We just want the same opportunity to go to work safely and keep a roof over our heads.
Organizers of the rally to reopen say thousands of service industry workers have been struggling to survive the pandemic.
Being out of work for almost 5 months is undoable for nearly anyone.
You still have to buy groceries. You still have to pay your rent. You still have to pay your mortgages.
The crowd getting support from Metro Councilman Steve Glover, who says he will not stop until the mayor brings back jobs.
And someone, the first floor, has got to understand that we the people need to work. This is America. We want
Bartenders say that closing music venues and bars is hurting tourism in Nashville.
The fact of the matter is this city, Nashville, has survived on tourism. We have helped support this economy for years.
Hoping that if music returns to Music City,
We're not numbers, we're people, and we need to survive too.
that it will become a thriving tourist town once again. In Nashville, Brooke Reese, News 2.
All right, so as of right now, Nashville will remain in a modified phase 2 until at least August 16th. But organizers say if that is extended any further, Nashville will not be the same. We'll have more about the concern for musicians moving away coming up on News 2 at 6.
All right, some breaking news coming in now. A party that turned deadly, and now a Tennessee family is going to court after